Aaron Walling is live with what you can do to relieve some of that pressure. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Jordan. What you can do is get yourselves one of these things. This is called a roof rake. You can get up there and get that snow off. As we found out yesterday, there was a woman in Moorhead whose garage completely collapsed due to the weight of the snow. Now, I've talked to numerous snow removal companies the past couple days, and they said that it's imperative to get that off because all of that heavy snow, especially when we had that heavy wet snow yesterday, it just really adds more and more weight onto your structure. And the last thing you want to do is to have to deal with that. And then on top of it, when it collapses, it makes a really, really large mess. Yesterday, we saw that the garage was just completely gone. Now, one snow removal company that I did talk to, they said that this winter has been brutal and that maybe you should get yourself one of these or hire someone to clear that off, because in some of the areas around the Fargo-Moorhead area, they said that they had saw some homes with at least 5 feet of snow and ice on top of their roof. To them, that's insane. That's a lot of weight that's on top of your structure, and it can cause a lot of problems, not only with leaking, water coming through, water damage, but it also can cause some of the structural damages that we saw yesterday. Reporting live in Moorhead, Aaron Walling, Valley Today.
Yeah, serious issue. You mentioned that garage collapse. A gas station in Jamestown also closed because of roof issues. Aaron Walling reporting live this morning. Thank you. Meanwhile, Amazon in North Fargo called in the big equipment to get snow off of their roof. Company officials say it's routine for them, part of a regular winter maintenance of that 1 million square foot building. Amazon says yesterday's haul was more than 350,000 pounds of snow. That's a lot of snow, and maybe feels like you have that much on your sidewalk yet. Lisa Green is here with a check of your forecast. Morning, Lisa.
Yeah, we are running above average at both of our climate sites, Fargo and Grand Forks, 10, 20 inches above our average for this time of year so far. So it has been a lot of snow. If it seems like it, you're right. We're also dealing with fog and frost this morning out there. What that's going to be our big concern is our visibility and issues with some icy patches on the roads with that frost developing. So a dense fog advisory was just issued for central North Dakota. It includes Foster County, Stutzman, Lemoore, Dickey County in our western viewing area, the James River Valley, and also down into Brown and Marshall County in South Dakota. Other areas also dealing with fog, but not currently under an advisory. Here's a look at some of our visibility reports. Oaks is at 0 for visibility. Gwinner's at a 1/4 mile. And then over to the east into Minnesota, we are down to a 1/2 mile in Elbow Lake. Mahnomen, Foston checking in at a 1/4 mile visibility. And in the Camden area, Langdon, Cooperstown, all at 0 right now. Devil's Lake is at a 1/2 mile visibility. And this is our live view in Devil's Lake right now. You can see it's looking foggy and frosty here. We've got lowered visibility, and you can see the frost that's been depositing on the tree there along Highway 2. So keep in mind, you might be dealing with having to scrape off your windshield here this morning too, and it's going to be cold when you step outside. We're looking at temperatures near 0. Some of us above, some of us below. It's 4 in Fargo, 0 in Langdon, Thief River Falls, 3 below. One of our coldest spots, Crookston, at 6 below for your temperature. And you can see our wind chill. There's not a lot of wind out there, but if you have a little bit, it really sends us down. And we're looking at 18 below right now for your wind chill in Crookston. Langdon's at 10 below. So a cold morning, especially for end of March standards. And that will keep going through the day. Here's the good news. No snow on the radar right now, and I'm not expecting snow today. There's a storm system. You can kind of see the clouds with it brushing by our southern viewing area. That stays south of us. So we're just looking at some cold weather here out at the bus stop. The kids will want those extra layers here. We're looking at temperatures again near 0. And then into the afternoon, once that fog clears, and it should happen pretty quickly once the sun is up, we'll see temperatures rising into the 20s here, 23-year high in Fargo, and a lot of sunshine into the afternoon with light winds. So that will help. That sun really does make a difference this time of year, even if our temperatures aren't climbing too much. And your 11-day planner, your extended planner, you see we're running cool for the stretch. And our next chance for some snow, a few flurries on Saturday with a little bit of wind, but it really is into the second half of next week. So we got a nice little bit of a stretch here where we get a break from the active weather. And of course, we need it. We just talked about how much snow has been building up. This gives us a chance to do a little bit of cleaning up here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to do that. But this morning, still watch out with the fog. Could make those roads a bit slick.
Yeah, you'll need extra time to get to where you need to be.
Okay, Lisa, thank you. The owner of Kiss My Grass Lawn Care and Snow Removal is apologizing after claims from several clients that he stopped clearing their driveways and stopped returning their calls. Justin Meadows says he was overwhelmed, but that he is still in business.
I apologize, sincerely. No, I let things fall through. It was very hard on me whenever everyone quit and it was just me. I felt very down and I kind of fell into the, well, I'll service people when they call me. And that was the wrong thing to do. I admit that that is my fault and that is my mistake, and I regret that wholeheartedly. So I apologize, and I hope that we can figure something out to mend that bridge.
Meadows says he is working to issue refunds to people with multi-year contracts and those who have prepaid for further services after this winter. And it's been a busy week of cleaning. A handful of snow removal contractors were called in to help push those big drifts off rural Cass County roads. We caught up with one of those crews on Old County Road 10 near Buffalo.
Cass County, they got a mess out here. This is going to take a lot of work. We're going to work until they tell us to stop, but I'm guessing we're going to be working out here 24 hours a day for the next 7 days.
We know Cass County's not alone in that, and while that driver enjoys the work, he says he's ready to haul and move dirt instead of snow, hopefully once that weather warms up. You might soon be able to drive a little faster in North Dakota. State lawmakers are greenlighting a bill to raise the speed limit from 75 to 80 miles per hour on most sections of the interstate. Supporters say that increase would bring North Dakota in line with neighboring states. The North Dakota Safety Council opposes the idea, saying that increased speed limits will lead to more traffic fatalities. The Highway Patrol is neutral on the matter because they say the bill allows them to keep speed limits down in certain areas like the scenic Medora paths. Now that bill is heading to the governor's desk for his signature. Another bill headed to the governor's desk would prohibit public schools and state agencies in North Dakota from referring to students and employees by any pronouns that do not reflect the sex assigned to them at birth. Governor Doug Burgum has not said publicly if he supports that measure. Well, this bizarre thing right here is inspired by the isolation that couples maybe felt during China's COVID lockdown. Now a group of college graduates revealing this right there. It's robotic silicone device to allow people to kiss despite being separated. Now, the device records users' kiss data through motion sensors and then sends it to a paired device far away. The machine can warm up slightly as the user kisses, giving it a more authentic touch, they say. 2 weeks after its release, the company has sold more than 3,000 of them, and they now have 20,000 back orders. Not gonna lie, I think it kind of just looks like a fish that's trying to breathe. Anyway, around our neck of the woods, we're used to seeing cattle that get out and you have to round them up. But check out this wild scene on the streets right here. This was in Brooklyn, New York. Dozens of people trying to catch up with a calf that had bolted from a slaughterhouse. I wonder why it did that. After dodging several cars, it was eventually rounded up. Now neighbors wish that it could be spared. Cell phone video shows staff from the slaughterhouse trying to round up the critter, and some pizza shop workers joined in. The company says the animal was not hurt. It might even end up going back to its farm in Pennsylvania. I heard it just wanted to get tickets to its favorite musical, Moulin Rouge. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up for you on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.